To look at weather, it has been a beautiful day.
Ooh, sure is.
And with all this beauty, we are seeing cooler temperatures, so you certainly have to have your sweater, maybe a light jacket on to get through the day.
But we're on the way up as far as temperatures go.
We are for sure. Warmer today, will be warmer tomorrow, even warmer for the weekend.
All
so
right.
You can see the trend we're talking about as we look ahead to Friday and your weekend. Let's take a live look outside on this Thursday afternoon. Skies are clear. Temperatures are a few degrees warmer from this time yesterday. That puts us in the low 60s. It is 61 with sunny skies. The winds are light. The air is dry, so humidity is low at 26%. It is going to be another cold night. We are not expecting widespread freezing conditions, but it will be cold enough for more patchy frost early on our Friday. Expecting a low of 37 in Indianapolis, Shelbyville, and Muncie, down to 35 in Columbus. So this will put low temperatures middle and upper 30s, and still chilly enough if your kids are not on fall break and headed to school tomorrow for a jacket. Early morning numbers in the 30s will climb into the 40s and then eventually into the 50s by late morning. Expecting highs tomorrow afternoon with sunny skies in the upper 60s. That will be about 5-6 degrees warmer than where we ended up today. Headed to a high school football game tomorrow night, our game of the week. Brownsburg and HSE. You will need the jacket. Temperatures for kickoff in the low 60s. We will drop into the 50s for most of the second half, so cool enough that you don't want to forget that jacket or the sweatshirt for high school football on Friday night. We covered Purdue at the top of the hour. They also have a game tomorrow night, but how about IU? Undefeated, sold-out game in Bloomington on Saturday. Saturday morning, if you're going to start early, temperatures will be 40 to 45 between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. The good news, we've got lots of sunshine in that Saturday afternoon forecast. It is IU and Nebraska, a noon kickoff. Kickoff temperature close to 60, eventual highs close to 70 on Saturday afternoon. And then we'll spend the end of the weekend and the early part of next week in the low to mid 70s. So the big question surrounding Colts fans, we've got a game against Miami on Sunday here in Indianapolis. Will the roof be open? By this forecast, perhaps. Temperatures upper 60s and low 70s for kickoff, and no rain until perhaps the early part of next week. We will include a rain chance later in the day on Tuesday. More seasonal for this time of year. Our average in the middle and upper 60s. That's where we will end up tomorrow with sunshine. 67, 70 on Saturday, 73 on Sunday. We go up from there. Low 70s, maybe mid 70s Monday before that rain chance on Tuesday. This time next week, clouds return and it will be a little cooler.
What an impact he made on the music industry and so many fans, huh?
That's true. Yeah. All right, we got to talk about weather closer to home, get people ready. It is Friday Junior. The weekend is near. We need to know what to expect.
You know what? I miss working with you because I don't get to do the 4 very often, but Friday Junior, it's been a while, I feel, since you've said Friday Junior.
Well, let's celebrate.
Because I work with you at 5, and she has not said Friday Junior in a long time.
I know.
Friday Eve is another one.
And says Friday Eve is another one.
Well, I'm glad you're happy with doing more work today.
I'll focus on Friday and the weekend. We've got you covered. Rain chances are 0 for our Friday and the upcoming weekend. In fact, our next rain chance isn't until the early part of next week. In terms of the tropics, they're also quiet, which is good news as recovery continues from hurricanes Helene and Milton. But these 2 X's that you see are areas that the National Hurricane Center will continue to monitor. Disturbances, however, not expected to gain strength, at least over the next couple of days. We'll let you know if that changes. We do have sunny skies over downtown Indianapolis and a current temperature of 61. The winds are light. Evening numbers will be in the upper 50s and low 60s. We ended up with 62 this afternoon after a really frosty start. Officially 35 in Indianapolis this morning. We're back down into the 30s early tomorrow morning, then lots of sunshine tomorrow afternoon, upper 60s. Purdue at home for a Friday night game. We have IU at home for a Saturday noon kickoff, and the Colts are at home. Sunny and mild all weekend long. Make some outdoor plans. You can see it here in the 7-day. 67 tomorrow with sunshine, 70 on Saturday, 73 on Sunday.
Oh, great weather for football all weekend long, Angela. Thank you.
All right, folks, let's take a look outside. As we have been seeing cool and calm temperatures, that frost arrived overnight, just as Angela promised. And I'll talk weekends, Angela, you talk weather.
Yeah, it's 62 degrees and sunny right now. Very pleasant outside. Kind of got rid of that chill we had this morning.
We did, lots of sunshine, and speaking of the weekend, it's going to be even warmer. So 60s today, will be a few degrees warmer tomorrow, and then look ahead to 70-degree warmth as we head into the upcoming weekend. A live view over downtown Indianapolis, sunny skies. Temperatures are in the low 60s. The winds are light. Humidity is low. Speaking of low, 35 degrees this morning in Indianapolis. A lot of the outlying areas were close to freezing. So we had that freeze, we had that frost. Could still see some patchy frost early tomorrow morning. Ended up with 62 this afternoon. That's pretty close to where we should be. Our average high now at 65, and sunset this evening is at 7:02. Back into the 30s tonight. Not as cold as last night, but still cold enough for some patchy frost. Down to 38 in Lafayette and Greencastle, 35 in Columbus, and forecasting a low of 33 in Bedford. So definitely jacket weather early tomorrow. Won't necessarily need it tomorrow afternoon. We'll jump to 57 midday. Highs tomorrow in the upper 60s. Tomorrow night, it's football at Ross-Ade. Purdue at home for an 8 p.m. kickoff. You will definitely need that jacket tomorrow evening as temperatures fall into the middle and upper 50s for the second half of that football game. That covers Purdue. How about undefeated IU at home in Bloomington? This is a sold-out game at Memorial Stadium. Temperatures will be close to 60 degrees, sunny skies for that noon kickoff. We do climb into the 70s this weekend. It's also going to be dry this weekend, so the big question for the Colts, will the roof be open at Lucas Oil? We have a home football game. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff with temperatures close to 70 degrees. 7-day forecast is a warm one, and it's a sunny one for the late part of October. 67 tomorrow, keeping in mind the average high mid-60s will be well above that this weekend. 70 Saturday with sunshine, 73 on Sunday, 74 on Monday. Our next rain chance, not until the early part of next week. We will include a late day rain chance on Tuesday, but with 70s and sunshine on Sunday, don't you think the roof is going to be open?
Seems like that would
Wouldn't it be nice?
making sense. We've got
October?
kickoff is the early game
1
on
o'clock,
Sunday, right?
7.
Okay. Highs of the day sometimes
Yes.
hit at that time.
Yeah, I think there always is that question, though, about the sun and the shade and whether or not that's a factor.
We'll see.
Yeah, all right. Thanks so much, Angela. Well, you've only got a few days left to join us and contribute to the Coats for Kids Drive.
We partner with the Salvation Army every year as we work to keep kids in Central Indiana warm this winter. You can donate a new or gently used coat at any Classic Cleaners location.
You can also donate online at WTHR.com/coats, and then if you give us the money, we'll do all the shopping for you.
Yes, all going to a great cause there. All right, and moving on, another major concern with the weaker La Nina forecast is drier than normal conditions.
That's right, and that could impact areas that are already dealing with the drought. And you know, we've had really dry conditions, and we got some new drought monitor input today, results out, and you've been tracking it.
And we'll start with that map. This is new, came in today, and the drought conditions continue to worsen, especially across the northern part of the state. We're seeing now a larger area in that moderate drought, and then up toward Fort Wayne, that area in the darker orange, we now have severe drought conditions. These areas did not get the heavy rain from the leftovers of Hurricane Helene. We'll continue to keep you updated on changes in that. We have only picked up 0.07 of an inch of rain so far this month in October, and that puts us more than 1.5 inches below average. And even with the rain from Helene, we ended the month of September more than 1.5 inches below average. And rain chances are 0 all the way through the weekend and into Monday. We have a slight rain chance in our 7-day, and that's going to be the end of Tuesday. 62, 35. Those are the numbers from today. 62, pretty close to our average of 65, but that 35 10 cooler than average, but not record cold. Our record of 26 set back in 1948. Clear skies, temperatures will fall quickly again tonight. We're at 61 in Indianapolis with a light wind out of the south at 3. 61 is 4 warmer than this time yesterday. We're as much as 8 warmer in Bloomington and Shelbyville and 7 degrees warmer from 24 hours ago in Richmond. This time tomorrow, we're going to show you that map again, and we're going to be warmer still, expecting highs tomorrow afternoon in the upper 60s. It is Friday night football for high school and Purdue. If you're headed up to Ross-Ade, take the jacket. It's going to be a cool evening. Temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s. Oh, this is the game to have a ticket to. Saturday in Bloomington, sold out. It is a noon kickoff, expecting sunshine and 60. Our Colts also at home. If you are tailgating, upper 50s and low 60s, and then eventually we'll be in the low 70s Sunday afternoon. 7-day forecast, 67 tomorrow, 70 on Saturday, 73 Sunday, even warmer on Monday, 74. There's that rain chance late Tuesday.